Hey, man.
Yo.
Eric, how's it going, man? Jason.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, Shaun, thanks so much for being here, man. So I just had a question. If you were giving advice to a brand new agency owner, someone that didn't have any marketing skills or any background in sales or anything like that, what advice would you give them on how to get started?
I would say walk out your front door and connect with local business owners in your area.
Hmm.
The easiest way to get started, in my opinion, and I have the data to prove it, is that, people who you're selling to tend to be local, operate local, think local, and they tend to want to buy local. Plus, you're local and you have a lot of advantages right there. You understand the weather, the sports teams, the goings on in your area, and that creates connection. And it's really about trust at the end of the day, in my opinion. And so I would say, A, walk out your front door, and B, focus on the sales. So start selling, even if you're not good at it. It's all about practice. It's all about, working that muscle. So don't focus on getting a fancy website or, a great looking business card or whatever. That stuff is very easy to do because you do it by yourself, but get out and do the uncomfortable thing. Go start shaking hands, meeting people, start understanding their businesses, understanding their problems. Because if you really want to help them, you're going to have to connect with them and understand what they're going through. So I'd say walk out your front door, connect locally, get started.
First thing I'd do is I would get very specific on a certain niche that I want to go after. My background's real estate, but not just like real estate, but it was like residential real estate agents and very specific, the like solo residential real estate agent. And so then once you get very clear on who you want to go through and serve, I think the easiest thing is then go spend the next several days or even a couple of weeks and make this ongoing of see who already serves that specific avatar that's out there in the industry, whether it's a marketing agency, a software company, just anyone that pitches to these types of people, and just kind of go through and see what their offer is, see what their messaging is, and see like not how to go through and just like copy it, but see like, okay, maybe this is something that's consistently being said across all these different offers or all these different marketing messages across all these different companies, and think, okay, how can I go through either reverse engineer this offer or make a tailor-made offer that's similar to that. But then also on top of that, I never just like to go through and just do like a Me Too offer, because Me Too offers, they get saturated super quick. Because when someone finds out something's working really well, they're just like, I'm just gonna do it too. And so I like to go through and find, okay, this offer is working or this company is successful. And you can kind of tell which companies are successful just by doing a little research, and then figure out a way to like just go and stack on value to what that offer is and how you can improve upon it, make it better, offer more of your time, more value, more templates, speed of delivery, just be able to improve that overall offer.
Sure. So my biggest tip to get started would be to apply leverage. And what I mean by that is consider what you know, which will then very likely lead to who you know to provide you a springboard for getting started. So for example, as is common practice when you're trying to start an agency, you're often told to identify a niche. A problem I often see though is, and I even did this years ago, is people looking through lists and lists of industries and niches to find one to target without selecting one that would provide you the biggest shortcut and launchpad to success. And so, for example, let's say you've settled on roofers for, maybe you think it's not that competitive or you're interested in it or there's a lot of money in it or whatever. But unless you know anything about roofing or have any experience in it, you're going to make it harder to get it started than otherwise would be. But let's say in a prior career, you were a real estate agent, for example. So you know real estate, and therefore you likely know real estate agents. So given that, you immediately have credibility when trying to acquire your first clients, because you can contact them, prospect them, and say, hey, I'm one of you, right? I know what you're dealing with, kind of thing. And then B, because of your experience in real estate, you very likely have an audience already of potential first clients through your network, prior colleagues, companies you've worked for, etc.
First and absolute biggest piece of advice, I would tell them to check out the YouTube video that we did on your channel. She literally did like a full hour-long masterclass on how to go out and get clients with zero experience. Besides that, the first thing that I would do if I was starting out, I would actually try to focus all my time learning how to get results through free trials. So I know everyone wants to skip the free trials and just go right to getting paid, but if you can learn how to add value, you're going to get paid. So I would try to find a few business owners that would let you work with them for free in exchange for you learning how to add value and get results.
And then once you decide on the offer, what's the next step?
Yeah, so the next step is kind of figuring out how you're going to fulfill. I'm a big leverage guy, so I like to figure out how I can leverage my time, not only just through people, but also through software. And this took me a long time to realize, but like the whole purpose of software is basically to automate repetitive tasks that you're going to do on a normal basis that you would otherwise do manually. And so that's kind of where my background was. We built our own software company, but nowadays there's softwares that are out there like HighLevel is a nice all-in-one sales and marketing solution that has tons of features. And so when you go through and find out, okay, here's like what we can offer, here's something similar to like what other people are offering to this specific niche, going and taking a look at softwares like a HighLevel that you can white label and you can go through and leverage to replicate those offers, that you can rely a lot on the software to do the fulfillment for you, as opposed to worrying about, I don't have the tech skills, or I don't have the marketing experience, or I don't know how to go through and do this. Well, if there's some simple things that you can go through and offer and just plug into a small business owner's business.
Hey guys, sorry for the interruption, but you just heard Jason talk about HighLevel, and you're going to hear Shaun talk about HighLevel a little bit later in the video. If you don't already know, HighLevel is the top all-in-one sales and marketing solution for anyone running a marketing agency. It gives you all the software you need to capture, nurture, and close leads for marketing clients. And the best part is HighLevel believes in not taxing the agencies on its platform, so you can get unlimited clients for one low monthly fee. The best features include a CRM, funnel, website and email builders, course hosting, robust marketing automations, a consolidated chat stream for email, SMS, WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, and Instagram DMs, reputation management, social media posting, and so much more. And as if that wasn't enough, HighLevel is fully white labeled. This means that you can brand the desktop and mobile apps with your logo and company colors and resell it to your industry for whatever price you decide. Essentially, HighLevel has brought the bar for starting your own marketing software way lower, so normal people like you and me can help our clients with their own software without paying hundreds of thousands of dollars in development costs. I am absolutely not kidding when I say HighLevel is hands down my favorite software of all time. I use it absolutely every single day, and it's been integral to my success with my agency, helping increase my clients' results and their retention. And if you sign up today with my link, not only will you get a free trial to the software, but you'll also get access to my weekly coaching calls for my HighLevel affiliates, teaching you how to use the software and run your agency, as well as templates that I have for the marketing automations and funnels and websites inside of the software, and an affiliates only community on Discord. To get all of that and more, just click the link below this video. And with that said, let's get back to the advice from our agency millionaires. What would you assume, like maybe 80% to 90% of businesses are going to need? Like, what should they be selling them eventually? Obviously it depends on what they say, but
well, no, I'd say it's almost the same. I would say, at HighLevel we call them SaaSpreneurs for a reason. Almost every business needs automated software-based technologies that to help them do things already in their business. That's the other thing I would say. Don't jump to big, huge, expensive, complex projects. They don't scale very well. They're hard to sell. Start with the basics, just and start also around, remember, sell the whole, not the drill. So, say, hey, do you need more customers? Do you need more leads in your business, right? Do you want more 5-star Google reviews? Like, these are things that really speak to business owners. Remember, they don't know how these things get done. They just need them done. And if you can be the person in your local area who can help any small business get, 100 more 5-star Google reviews in a month, I mean, you're a hero to all of them overnight. So don't overthink it. It's very basic. And there's some really simple things you can do to drive a ton of value.
And what's like your pitch for getting a free trial?
It's crazy. I literally have a new script that last night, I didn't think you were going to ask me about it actually, but let me pull it up.
Okay.
And I'll literally give it to you guys. It's working like crazy. Okay, so here's the pitch. I know you guys get messages like this all the time, but I built you an entire marketing system 100% for free. I'm just doing this to build my brand in the niche and help as many people as possible to get my name out there. Would you want to check it out? Everything is already set up and ready to go. We would just need to get on a call and I can show you how it all works. So you're telling them it's already built out, but like you can literally just build out ads for like a sample templated client and then be like, oh, it's ready to go. I just need to swap out your Facebook page and boom, we're live. And that's working really well because they think that you already built it out specifically for them, and they're like, oh wow, like it's already done. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Cool. Very cool.
Don't sell anything but making your clients more money. So a lot of times, especially when you're starting out, you're thinking like, I need to get my clients clicks and impressions and even leads. But at the end of the day, what you really need to be focusing on from day one is making sure that you have proper attribution and tracking in place. And not only that, meaning not only being able to prove to your clients where their leads and business are coming from, insist on making sure that you have access to your clients' sales records. It's imperative that you can tie what you're doing to what's actually happening on the back end. Because if you can prove to your clients that your efforts are making them more money, they're very unlikely to ever stop paying you or question your value. And it's paramount you get this right at the forefront, because especially if you're new and you're with your first or second or third client, you're at a critical point where it's easy to get discouraged and feel like you're sputtering and spinning your wheels. And so you really want to make sure, again, from my prior point, you're setting yourself up for success in the beginning, which in this case, once you have the first client, making sure you're able to keep the client and feel confident in what you're doing by being able to show real value.
And I kind of like to always think of it like someone going to the gym. If you're going to the gym and you haven't been eating right, you haven't been working out at all, you're trying to lose, let's say, 50 pounds, those first 10 pounds are super easy. It's like, just watch what you eat and just like step into the gym and you're going to start losing weight, right? So it's like a lot of these small businesses, they're absolutely doing nothing, right? And so they're getting no leads. They might have a website, but they're not doing any marketing. And so just by simply plugging in some of these simple solutions into their business, you're naturally going to help them. Like helping them, like with the fitness analogy, help them lose that last 10 pounds might be more difficult, might take more marketing experience, expertise, all that. But a lot of this is just kind of getting that first 10 pounds off or getting those first leads and initial sales conversations for a lot of these small business owners.
Lastly, avoid desperate clients. So this can kind of happen when you're trying to get your first 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 or 5 clients. You're going to take anybody you can. I would stress that you don't do that. Even if you have to wait another couple of weeks to get your first client, you might think like, oh, I can start cutting my teeth on anybody, right? May as well start. Problem with that, again, in my prior point, is you could become discouraged. You could get burned out even on your first client, because if you have a client with you where their dinner depends on your ability to drive them a lead, they're very likely going to churn, again, discouraging you, potentially hurting your confidence. So find businesses that don't actually need you. Find businesses that are already doing well or at least stable, so that your efforts are a welcome bonus. And you will, I think if you combine all three of those things, you have a really solid foundation. You should have confidence to move forward as you get to 5, 6, 7, 10, and 100 clients.
I mean, how many businesses in your local area miss phone calls every single day? All of them, right? How many of them don't get back to those people? All of them. And what do you think those calls are? Those are people calling in to give them money. If you could implement something like a missed call text back for those people and turn those missed calls into businesses and customers for them, again, you'd be a hero. So just realize it's a very simple leap between, nothing and a lot of value for those people. But you got to get out there, you got to talk to them, and just start with a very simple sale. Do not jump into ads or anything crazy like that, because it's just too hard. It doesn't scale. And honestly, I don't think it creates as much value for those owners as many other smaller, easier things.
Hey guys, if you missed it earlier in the video, I am rolling out some really cool bonuses for people who sign up for HighLevel under my affiliate link linked below. And that is weekly affiliate coaching calls where I'll coach you on your agency and how to use HighLevel. Secondly, an affiliate only Discord community. And lastly, all of the templates with marketing automations, funnels, etc. that I use inside of my agency. So you can just download that into your account. If that's interesting to you, check it out below and you'll get automatic access to those when you sign up.